Two Australians have won awards at the Creative Arts Emmys in Los Angeles. Production designer Deborah Riley was recognised for her outstanding art direction on Game of Thrones.
And graphic designer Patrick Clare picked up the award for outstanding main title design for his work on the opening credits of True Detective. Patrick Clare joins us in just a moment, but here's a look at his award-winning work.
From the dusty mesa, her looming shadow rose, hidden in the branches of the poison creosote. She twines his vines up slowly towards the bowl.
In what's being described as the golden era of television, and it truly is, that really is one of the great standouts and one of the most beautiful opening title sequences, and really effective as well. Patrick Clare joins us now from Los Angeles. Patrick Clare, congratulations. How did it feel winning the Emmy?
Oh, look, pretty good. Yeah, we're pretty happy here. Thanks so much for having us on. They're really kind words, but we were certainly very excited to get awarded last night. It was a pretty special experience.
Look, I can imagine it would be, and as I mentioned, what a great time to be working in TV. Do you feel that right now, that if you get the chance of, working with some new, and they usually are, independent TV series, that you just know you're going to be part of something special?
Oh, look, absolutely. We were so excited when we first got the chance to pitch on the job. I mean, I'm a huge fan of so many shows that HBO's done over the years, and they're one of the networks that really lets main titles come to the fore and have the room to breathe. So we got those scripts, and I was so excited flipping through them, and just to get the chance to pitch. When we actually got the chance to win the job, we were over the moon.
It's true what you say about HBO really understanding the importance of the title sequence, because I guess with this new generation, if you like, of filmmaking, it really started with The Sopranos, where that opening sequence was a huge part of the story, told you the story, set the mood, and from there on in, the titles were front and centre, literally. Do you get a very solid brief of what they want from you when you pitch for it?
Oh, look, it absolutely depends on the show, and everyone has a different approach. But I think the most important thing is, as you say, sort of understanding the story, understanding the characters, what's happening with them, being able to bring people into that world. And we were really lucky in this case. Nick and Kerry, who were driving True Detective, had a really clear idea of their story. They had lots of visual themes they were able to give us in the first briefings. They shared a lot of the scripts with us, but they also gave us a lot of freedom. And I think, they were really dream clients. We probably had less contact with them than we would have with most clients, because they didn't want to fuss around with the details.
Yep.
They were clear with their direction, and they were happy to back us, and it was a really good experience.
Did you have the T-Bone Burnett music to work with from the beginning?
We did. I've got to totally credit the show with that. They'd picked the song from the Handsome family. We weren't sure exactly which section they'd use, but it was a big part of the inspiration, and T-Bone did his arrangement of it sort of late in the piece to match our vision, and it was good going back and forth with that. And I've had a bit of contact with the band, and they're really happy with it, which is always the best thing when you're using someone's music. And
I can imagine.
It seems to have turned out for the best.
Yeah, it certainly has, and put them on the map as well. Look, it's such an interesting field. How did you get into the field of title design?
Well, look, I mean, I was drawn to motion graphics about 15 years ago now. I was finishing film school, and there was a lot of really creative stuff happening, especially coming out of studios in the States that was striking out with combining images in different ways. But in terms of actually getting into the field, it really happened on the ABC. It was working on Hungry Beast that allowed me to get the chance to start doing experimental stuff and find my own voice in terms of design. And it's been the work that we did on Hungry Beast that ended up getting the attention of places around the world and allowed us to bring home international work and do it in Sydney. It's
true, and that's still of discussion here at the ABC, the work you've done with The Chaser and Hungry Beast, and that really brought brilliant TV graphics to the fore. But it's also, apart from your skill, it's just a wonderful confluence, isn't it, of your skill and creativity and just what computers allow you to do now.
Absolutely. Look, it's really opened up the last 10 years. All of a sudden, the barrier to entry is very low in terms of equipment and software, and you can really just get in and do the work. And the main thing is being able to reach an audience. And if you have people that back you to take creative risks and get your work in front of places, the internet's made the world a very small place, and it's been really exciting for us to be able to go from, first of all, sharing with national audiences on the ABC, But then being able to get work from places like France, where I did a lot of work at the big video game studio there, Ubisoft, and different places in Los Angeles and New York to access those real global entertainment brands. It's really exciting.
It's a wonderful community, I can imagine, and as you say, one that connects so easily now because of the internet. Do you have a favourite title sequence? What are your favourite ones over the years?
Oh, look, I think 6 Feet Under,
Yes.
True Blood, Dexter were some of the sequences that have stayed with me and are a constant source of inspiration. The teams that did those really inspired me.
Yeah, it's hard to go past 6 Feet Under. And what's your next project?
Look, we'll wait and see. We're pitching on a couple of interesting ones at the moment, so hopefully we'll get something cool up and running, and hopefully the Emmy will give us a little push as well.
Oh, Patrick, that's no answer. Let's try that again. What are the interesting ones coming up?
Well, look, we don't know yet. We've just done 'Halt and Catch Fire, which we're really proud of.
Yes.
So that's going to be. We'll see how that goes next year. So they've just finished their first run, and I'm eagerly awaiting more information on season 2 of True Detective, because I know that Nick's hard working away on scripts right now, and can't wait to see what he's going to do with them, and hopefully we'll be able to do something cool visually to match.
I think we're all eagerly awaiting on the casting, aren't we? Has the casting been decided yet on True Detective 2?
Look, there's rumours out there. I'm waiting to see if they're true or not, but it's a pretty exciting list, I have to say.
Do you have any inside info to share with us?
Look, I don't right now. I was grilling the producers last night and they wouldn't give anything away, but hopefully we'll get some information soon.
They're a tight bunch then. Hey, look, it's a great achievement, and Patrick, it looks like you're having fun working in a really great industry at the moment. All the best to you.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Patrick Clare there, who has just taken out an Emmy for his title design, for outstanding main title design for the work on True Detective. If you've not seen that series, it's absolutely mind-blowing. It is such a good bit of TV.
And he's far too modest, I think, Patrick.
Don't you think?
Not everybody wins an Emmy.
And he's also...
The world's his oyster.
And he's also far too discreet.
He is, yeah.
Let me just set the rules for this program. You've got to come on this program, you've got to share the goss.
Spill
Exactly.
your guts, Patrick.